in its library is bringing over content from Hulu. As a result, Melissa Henson of Concerned Women for America says a lot of R-rated and TVMA content is migrating over to Disney+.
What we're going to see is more than 2,000% increase in our movies on Disney+. Right now, they only have about 19. When they merge the Hulu catalog, they're going to be adding 420 R titles to the Disney Plus platform. Right now, they have about 45 TVMA rated TV shows, TV series. They're going to be adding 380 from Hulu. So it's going to be a significant change in the character and the makeup of Disney Plus. And I think that's important for parents to know, especially parents who subscribe to Disney Plus because they thought it was going to be a safe environment for their kids.
Disney Plus offers parental controls for moms and dads to prevent children from accessing content. However, studies have found that minors do find ways to access things that adults do not deem appropriate.
This is damaging the Disney brand, and it's going to be damaging the trust that families have invested in Disney over the years.
I'm Chris Woodward.
A nor'easter is expected to blanket much of the east with snow this weekend, just days after a massive winter storm dumped ice and snow on the region. North Carolina Governor Josh Stein declares a state of emergency.
It looks like it's going to be snow, not ice this time. That's a good thing, but it's still going to have real impacts on our lives.
Meanwhile, bitter cold is coming back to the south.
Health experts are warning residents in places like Tennessee and Mississippi that with yet another blast of extremely cold weather comes the risk of hypothermia. The warning is specific to communities enduring power outages and homes going without proper heating in the midst of sustained extraordinary cold weather not normally felt in places with warmer climates. Cold exposure can be deadly, certainly even for usually healthy people. In Miami, Eben Brown, Fox News.
More news available online at afn.net and download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
Ahoy, and good morning, esteemed professors.
They can't take boats or something?
I guess they could, but
then they wouldn't be in a trivia question, though.
That's true. That was Yosemite Sam.
I think you got the wrong play, Ed. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Friday. I don't even.
That was the wrong music.
Today's January. What was the wrong music?
That's not the Trivia Friday intro.
Oh.
That's the regular today's issues.
That's why I was confused.
People are very disappointed. Probably scared, too, that we're not actually doing Trivia Friday, but we are doing it.
It's the cold. It's affecting everything.
Yeah.
Even the intro music for Learning University.
So was that not Trivia Friday intro music?
That was Trivia Friday intro music.
No.
It wasn't?
Play it again.
Was it?
Stand by.
I don't know. Let's start this show over.
Stand by.
Yeah.
Let's start the whole thing over. People will never know. Okay? It doesn't matter. Listen, there are things in life that really don't matter in the end. Huh? So just forget it. All right, Trivia Friday it is on American Family Radio. That's
Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question.
Yeah. No, that's not what played, is it?
589-8840.
I don't know.
8840.
Listen, we'll come back and listen to it later. No big. There's.
Okay, see, now I'm questioning my sanity.
Well, you should be. Yeah.
Listen.
And I am too, because I'm not sure.
Look, I don't have too many philosophical moments.
This is J.J. Jasper, the philosopher. Go ahead.
This morning I realized that your memory, and I'm talking to you listening to the radio, your memory is shorter than you think it is, and I can prove it. When the power has gone out across the country,
right?
Why do you keep walking into rooms and immediately flipping the switch?
Yes.
And then just a few minutes later, going down the hall, you walk into another room and you say, oh, I know better than that because there's no use to flip the switch. The power's off. And then you do it again, and then you do it again.
Yes.
So our memory is shorter than we think it is.
That is
sad.
true. That is sad.
Well, at least you never confronted a snake backed into from your door on your patio like I did.
Recently?
Oh, this is like 2 years ago.
But you still remember
I was
it.
confronting the snake, which was out under my lawn chair on my patio. I was poking it with the, first of all, I tried to get the blower to blow it
that's
off.
a good
but he
plan.
wouldn't move because he'd eaten something, a frog, and he wouldn't move, the snake, if it was a he. So I tried to blow it, and then I tried to poke him with a broom, get him to move, get on out of here, shooing that snake away.
Yeah.
But when he started to come towards me,
No way. You're going to take on a 6-foot man with a broom?
I closed the door, and Allison was with me, and I deadlocked it. I closed the door and I deadbolted it, and I immediately looked at Allison. I said, "You know what I just did, right? I saved us."
You don't want him to shimmy up that glass and unclick that.
Force his way in.
It was just a natural reaction, but I thought I've deadbolted that door. He's not getting in here.
That's good.
All right, Trivia Friday is on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, and we thank you for listening. It's the only rule we have today about callers, if you've not been on the air with us in the last 8 weeks. So we have an 8-week waiting period between on-air appearances. That's what I'm saying. So if everybody's eligible if you fall into that category, including first-time callers. But here's the phone number to get online and ask and answer. We prefer that you do both. We have a trivia question. We have 3 each, which we're about to give you, and then we're going to ask you to ask us a trivia question as well, if you would like to do that. 888-589-8840 is our phone number. True?
It is.
Are we sure?
888.
Are we sure, Ed?
I wasn't listening to you.
Are we sure? 888-589-8840. 888-589-8840. You're listening to American Family Radio. JJ, what about the special?
That's right.
Question?
Our mystery question. When we give out our questions, 3 each, one of these original questions will be the mystery question. If you happen to land on it and answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound. Ah, the beloved cowbell.
Beloved.
And that means that you win yourself a really nice book. This is by Alex McFarland and Brother Bert Harper. This is hardback. This is really nice. 100 Bible questions and answers on prophecy and the end times. If you don't win it, you can get this in our AFA store, as well as sweatshirts and videos and all kinds of wonderful resources. But that's going to be our mystery question. Somebody's going to be a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Well, not chicken dinner. A hardback book from our own Alex McFarland and Brother Bert Harper.
In the words of Joel Osteen, to everybody listening, you're a winner.
You are a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
That's right. Yes.
Everybody. And every day's a Friday.
Every day's a Friday, and everybody's special.
Yes. Including special ed.
Well, of course, if everybody's special, then nobody's special. Think about it, people.
Hey, it sounds like we're giving a few little commercials and little nuts and bolts about the program. Can I throw this in here? Preborn campaign's been underway. We were hoping for 5,000 free ultrasounds. Here's where we are, 4,937. So that means if we just get 63 more people to give $28 a month, we'll reach our goal. And I think Learning University students can do that. So the preborn campaign, today's the last day. We actually extended a little bit. Our goal, again, was to get 5,000 free ultrasounds to these pregnancy resource centers across the country. A woman comes in abortion-minded. Often when they see the baby, when they hear the heartbeat, they choose life. So
we extended this because of the cold weather that engulfed 2/3 of the country.
Yeah, it engulfed.
It engulfed it, baby.
If I can give you the phone number, 63 people to give $28, then we'll reach our goal. The number is 877-616-2396, 877-616-2396, or you can donate online at afr.net. God bless you. Thank you to everyone who helped out with our preborn campaign.
You have to be 11 years old or older to call in on the trivia show, right,
Yes,
Ed?
that is correct.
All right, let's go, my
All
friend.
right, here are my 3 questions. First of all, a Bible question. In the New Testament, the prison epistles of Paul include Ephesians, Philippians, and Colossians. What is the 4th prison epistle? Prison epistles of Paul include Ephesians, Philippians, and Colossians. What is the 4th prison epistle in the New Testament?
Wait a minute. You telling me that the epistles ain't the apostles' wives? Because I've been going to the wrong church, apparently.
I want to get your theology straight. Just work on that over the weekend.
Over the weekend. I know what JJ's assignment is. All right, second question. Who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
Oh, yeah.
Who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow? And then we do this with group names for animals. What is a group of ferrets called? As Tim always says, you and your wife or you and your husband.
You're at home.
You're in.
You go and you look. You pull the drapes back or pull the blinds up, and you look out in your backyard.
Yes.
And there's multiple ferrets out there.
Not just one.
Not just one. Multiple.
A group of them.
A group of them. What do you call that? You say, "Honey, look, come over here.
We
got a blank of ferrets out here."
And you better lock the deadlock, the deadbolt.
Keep the ferrets out.
Have the broom handle ready.
Shut the fireplace up too. The ferrets climb on your roof. Get down you. You know what I'm saying? Fireplace.
Without presents.
They'll open the refrigerator, eat your food.
And they like peanut butter.
Yes.
Ferrets do.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that. Huh?
A lot of people don't know.
Two different double-blind studies proved that.
Double blind.
Yes.
Ferrets and peanut butter
Absolutely.
go together like.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ed.
That's it.
That's
That's-
it. Here's
I'm-
what
you
I've
got,
got.
JJ.
First question.
When are you going to be in Kansas, by the way?
Oh, thank you for asking. Hey, I got a little bit of segue leading into that. So, teacher at the elementary school, she says to the class, name something that starts with an N that you're terrible at. Little Johnny raised his hand. She calls on him. He said, English. Wait, I said to start. Oh, never mind. You just doubled down. You proved it, little Johnny. So I'm speaking at a banquet fundraiser for a Christian school. Not this weekend, but next weekend, February the 7th, Saturday, February the 7th. And I would appreciate prayers.
Where?
Elyria, Kansas.
Oh, so you were just
Elyria
kidding
I
about
was just
Kansas.
kidding, but I knew it was a good chance. Good chance he was going to be in Kansas sometime the next month.
That's a flip of the coin.
That's his life.
Right. Oh, so back to start off with the Bible question.
Yeah.
Moses and Aaron had a sister. Name her. Second question. This is a tough one. Where were U.S. coins with an O on them minted? You see coins, a lot of them, Philadelphia, Denver, but if there's an O stamped on a coin, where were they minted? Third question.
Olathe, Kansas.
Third
No, is
question.
that right?
Oz.
Huh?
They're minted in Oz.
Third question. If you have conjunctivitis, what's wrong with you? If you have conjunctivitis,
You don't want to get that
What's
on an
wrong with you?
airplane. I tell you that. That's mm-mm.
There's the
No.
deal.
Altitude.
I had an
worst.
uncle with conjunctivitis, and it got him out of Vietnam. They had that first group of flat-footed boys. I put them on the bus and put your rifles down. We're sending y'all on back home. And then my uncle, they found out he had conjunctivitis. They said, no, sir, we're getting you. We're going to snatch you right out of the line, put you on the bus with them boys that's flat-footed.
It's contagious. Is that it?
Flat-footed?
So,
Flat-footed?
and I'll say this.
Yeah.
Tim, Ed, and I, and Brent, we've all had conjunctivitis. We everyone.
Have we?
Yeah, you've had it.
I've
Yes,
had
sir.
it.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that it?
That's
okay.
it. Your
Okay,
turn.
here are my three questions. A baby boomer question. I'll try to have one a week. So, those of us who I was born in '63, so those of us who this probably was true in the '50s, but certainly in the '60s and '70s, the TV stations you only had 3, maybe 4 if you had PBS, and they went off the air at midnight, right?
Right.
Okay, so
They ended their broadcast day.
okay. So my question to you, to us, to our listeners, my trivia question is: what song would TV stations play to signal the end of the programming day?
Oh, that's good.
Back in the '60s and
I
'70s,
can see it.
and
Yeah.
probably in the '50s too. I'm not sure, but anyway, I know in the '60s and '70s there was you would know. Okay, the TV station's off the air because this is on. Okay,
And
what?
you've stayed up late.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. It's Friday night usually if you're going to do this right now. Okay, my second question is from the world of music. What are the 3 ranges for male singers called? The 3 ranges for male singers called. You got that question?
Got it.
And finally, what is the Pillsbury Doughboy's real name?
He's got a name?
He's got a name?
I got a name.
I got a name.
Yeah.
Jim Croce.
Yeah, Jim Croce, he was motivated by this.
By that right there.
By Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, that's why he wrote that song. I want to know, what is the Pillsbury
You're struggling with that one.
I am. And you're not helping me. You're just watching me hang out there.
Pillsbury.
The Pillsbury Doughboy, what's his real name?
You're talking about people like that in the news that we know. This was sad. The guy who invented the wind chill factor, he passed away yesterday, 82 years old, but he felt more like he was 64, is what the headline said.
I think that's opposite. On a wheelchair. You're right. You're right, JJ. Down. Temperature down. You got it. All right, let's go, Ed.
All right.
Where are we going?
We're going to Arkansas.
You want to play the first song? You want to play the intro song?
You know
Music
what?
again?
This has been bothering me. I think I figured it out.
Okay.
I put my headphones on late.
Okay.
And missed the whole intro to it. I was going, wait a second, what's that?
It happens.
Yeah, it happens to me usually.
Who's up first?
Brent is on the line. Brent, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, where do you live in Arkansas, brother?
I live in Searcy, Arkansas. Actually, I've called about, 2 or 3 months ago. We spoke on the air then.
Okay. And you haven't moved?
I have not moved. That's exactly right. Home of Harding University.
Good.
All right.
Hey, Brent, I'm going to be doing Valentine's banquets in Malvern, Arkansas, actually Glen Rose Family Farm on February the 14th. Then Locksburg First Baptist Church on February the 15th. I know you're closer to Malvern.
That's after Kansas, right?
That's after Kansas, yeah.
So you're coming back through Arkansas.
Stop
over in Arkansas.
Family farm.
Well, I'm hitchhiking to all these events, so I got plenty of time to meander and make it by
like these rock
Valentine's.
bands who run out of money. They just got to get back on the road.
Oh, you haven't seen my thing for reverse mortgage. Have you not seen my commercial? Hey, Brent, ask, answer, or do both?
I'll do both, gentlemen.
Which one you feel good about?
The last prison epistle.
Okay, here's the question, Brent, for those just tuning in. In the New Testament, the prison epistles of Paul include Ephesians, Philippians, and Colossians. What was the fourth prison epistle? What say you?
Philemon.
Yes, that is correct.
Nicely done. Hey, thanks for being on the word, Brent.
Philemon.
I picked.
Philemon was the last one.
I picked one that was a little bit, probably a little bit more obscure for most people.
What was the name? Those were named after what exactly?
Well, Ephesians, Philippians, and Colossians were named after the church and
in
the
those
city
places?
in those places. Philemon, this is written like Timothy and Titus to individuals. It's a good cut of meat, too. If you can get a Philemon, that's a good cut of steak. No, that's not true, folks. That part's not true. Hey, good job, Brent.
Way to start us out, Brent.
What's your question for us?
Well, I'm a plumber here in Searcy, Arkansas, so I can either give you a plumbing question or an Andy Griffith question.
I bet you've been busy.
Oh, man.
Yes, I have.
I bet you, plumbing. Let's go plumbing question.
Yeah.
Let's go plumbing question because I'm pretty good at that.
Okay, well, this is a pretty simple one. So, it's not that complicated, but I'm surprised at the people that don't know it. What is the purpose of a P-trap?
Okay, that's all right. We're going to talk amongst ourselves
don't say
here.
anything here, Brent. We got.
Okay, so that
Let me
is
get us started in the right direction.
That's to keep water in the bottom of that turn to keep the smell from coming back up into.
And it also catches things if you drop your ring in the sink.
True.
P-trap
is that little S shaped up under your vanity.
No, it also keeps ferrets out.
And it keeps ferrets out.
That was the original design. You read about it.
It works.
I was reading about it the other day.
Yeah.
But if you drop your ring in there, you can get it out. But now that's a good idea about the
water. The water will sit in that little S. That keeps the smell from coming back into your bathroom or sink.
Well, and so also that people wonder why things have to be vented. Being vented is for that and to create that suction.
All right.
Hey, what about it, Brent? What's the answer?
Are we close?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's the purpose of the P-trap is to keep the smell out from your house. So what people don't realize, in an incorporated area, you live in a city, if you didn't have P-traps, commodes have them built in, other things, tubs and so forth under the ground. But if you didn't have the P-traps, you would actually smell everyone's sewer in your house because you're connected to everyone's sewer.
Oh,
we're all connected.
in one
one
way or another.
In life, we're all connected. So it comes back to Kevin Bacon. Am I right?
I will tell. He comes back to Kevin Bacon. I will tell you something, Brett. Plumbing. Now, I can do a little bit of plumbing work.
Oh, I got to see this.
No, I can.
Can you do?
Yes, I can.
I'm sorry. I misjudged you.
No, you did, because when I was working my way through Bible college, I worked with the folks who did the water supply for the berms and the grass and all that. So I was always replacing PVC pipe.
Yeah,
but anyway,
precious memories.
But I will say this. Plumbing is one of those things where you usually wind up paying the experts for stuff. I've done that where I got started and I thought this is above my
we
pay
have
grade.
YouTube today.
Huh?
We have YouTube now.
Still doesn't help. Not for plumbing.
No, you're right.
Just kidding.
You need a
I know that.
right electrician and the
Do
right
it yourself. All right.
Hey, Brent, first of all, thank you for not judging me when I mentioned that I can do some minimal amount of plumbing work. But experts get paid for a reason.
Plumbing's one of those things that can cause strife in a marriage, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you say you can do it, and then it doesn't work, then you get, I told you so for 2 years.
That's right.
So you better call the experts, right?
Hey, thanks,
Thank
Brent.
you, Brent.
And we appreciate plumbers and people who
Sure
do stuff
do.
we
That's
don't.
why I don't mess
we
with
can't.
People with
You know what I'm saying?
in the trades.
Yeah,
I don't mess
that's
with
right.
that.
Hey, I got my power back yesterday.
You've been
And
out longer than most
Saturday
of the folks.
night, early Sunday morning. So, I mean, it's been very inconvenient. We have a generator, so a whole lot of people worse off. But everybody was doing well except me. I started getting pretty weary, getting up at 3 in the morning, putting gas in the generator, having extension cords all over the house.
Yeah.
We've been huddled around space heaters, lots of candles, lots of flashlights, sleeping in our coats and everything with 13 degrees. But I said all that to say there are elderly people, people with babies, people with special needs. There's people that they say, not too far from us, that it's going to be a couple of weeks before they have power.
Wow.
So that's heartbreaking.
South got hit very hard. Arkansas got hit hard. Memphis area.
Yeah, but we got our
Mississippi.
power on. So if you heard a shot for joy from North Mississippi, it was our house.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Back to the phones, Ed.
All right, we go to Texas, and John is on the line. John, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hey, guys. Greetings from Tyler.
Hey, John.
Hey, yes, sir.
How you doing, brother?
All right. How are you?
Doing well.
Trying to stay warm, John.
Tyler got.
There you go.
You got a lot of. You got snow and ice.
With sleet mostly, sleet and a little bit of snow.
I got you.
But then it all iced up. So we're doing well over here now.
Okay.
So.
All right, John, ask, answer, or do both?
I'd love to do both.
All right, which one do you want to try to answer?
The one with the coin with an O.
Oh, here we go. Where were U.S. coins with an O on them? Where were they minted?
Okay, well, I got a comment after I make an answer, okay? I believe it was New Orleans.
Yes, sir. That's
wow.
right.
Oh, that makes sense.
New Orleans. That's right.
Orleans.
I wonder where I was.
But I know you guys in Mississippi were thinking it was Oxford, but it was New Orleans.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, yep. I wondered about that. Oxford. Manning and Oxford.
I was going to say like Oklahoma City or something.
Right.
But
I was thinking
surprised
Orlando.
with starting with an N. Yeah, Orlando would be a good guess.
Yeah.
You see Philadelphia, then you see D on things, and you just, if you've looked at your coins closely a time or two when you were young, you're like, oh, okay, D, they were minted in Denver.
Now I can't look at coins closely.
No.
My eyesight just.
Wow. That's disappointing.
Yeah,
I'm glad we've got all the coins. It'd be terrible one day if they did away with the pennies or something like that. John, you got a question for us?
Oh, you betcha.
What's your question?
Okay. Who was the assistant coach that recruited Terry Bradshaw to Louisiana Tech University?
One thing, he was right there neck and neck with our old friend from Phil from the Duck Dynasty. That's a pretty interesting story.
Is that maybe the answer?
No, Terry Bradshaw was the assistant under him. He was second string under Phil Robertson.
Oh, you're talking about like in high school or something, or college?
In college.
Oh,
yeah.
all right. I didn't know that.
But then he quit.
Yeah,
so Robertson quit to go duck hunting.
To go hunting. He
the
sure
rest
did.
is history.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. What about you guys? You guys know those coaches.
I don't have a clue. You know who the assistant coach was? That I think we've had this before.
Is it a famous person, John?
I would say so. Yeah.
Like went on to be a. Go ahead.
A famous coach.
Give us a little bit of a hint.
Who did he coach for? Like he went to the pros to coach?
Well, let's put it this way. He was the first coach to ever win a national, you'll get it when I say this, a national collegiate football championship and the Super Bowl.
I still don't know.
All right, there's the music. Hey, John, I think you've stumped the panel. What's the answer?
Yay! Jimmy Johnson.
No, all right. Where did he coach in college?
Miami.
Miami
And Oklahoma State.
Okay.
I think Oklahoma State before he went to Miami, and then he went to the Dallas Cowboys. I think that's how that went.
Wow, so he won a national collegiate championship and then won with Dallas.
At Miami.
That's pretty
impressive.
impressive.
Miami and then at the
one
Cowboys?
One of those Miami teams, and then, University of Miami, and then Cowboys, he won two.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have a Belichick question, do you?
No.
Okay, I was going to do that. Of all these things that he won, I didn't realize all that. And then here he's being snubbed, possibly as far as being a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. Stay with us. Thank you to John in Texas.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
In the book of Psalms, there's one short verse that says, "Great is our Lord and abundant in power." Back in the second half of the 19th century, there was a soldier by the name of Lew Wallace. He was a general for the Union forces during the war between the states. Lew Wallace was also a lawyer and a statesman of some note. He served as governor of the New Mexico Territory from 1878 until 1881, and as a minister to Turkey from 1881 to 1885. Like many others, Lew Wallace found that as a grown man he had no religious beliefs. He often thought about this, especially when he was around some others who were strong in their belief. He even talked to Robert Ingersoll, the well-known atheist, for hours at one time. Ingersoll tried to prove to Wallace that the Bible was an unworthy book. Following a visit with some friends, Wallace spent some time in deep thought about what the friends had discussed: God, Christ, the Bible, etc. Somehow Wallace had felt left out in the conversation, and the reason was simple. He knew very little about the subjects. Following that conversation, Wallace made up his mind to write a book about what his friends had been talking about. The reason he decided to write a book was that he might make an in-depth study of the Bible. You see, he knew that unless he had some primary reason to study the Bible, that his study would be haphazard and would soon end. So for the next several years, Lew Wallace spent what time he could reading and studying the Bible. He read books related to the Bible, books that put light and understanding on the Bible. He also read books that shed light on the times during which certain events in the Bible took place. In fact, for more than 7 years, Lew Wallace worked on his book. He developed his theme around the life of Christ. Since he knew hardly anything about the Nazarene, he made Christ the secondary figure in the story, kept him in the background. It was while he was serving as governor of the New Mexico Territory that Wallace put the finishing touches on the book. It wasn't a pleasant time to write for the governor, especially since his life had been threatened by none other than Billy the Kid himself. Soon the book was finished. It was to become one of the most famous books ever written. Wallace named it Ben-Hur. It was translated into several languages. In 1927, it was made into a motion picture. In 1959, it was reshot, this time into one of the most spectacular motion pictures made up to that date. The book Ben-Hur still enjoys good sales even today. But the most important thing about this story is that Lew Wallace, the unbeliever, became Lew Wallace, the believer, because of the research on the book Ben-Hur. Many indeed are the paths the Nazarene uses to speak to us.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
In Him, we were also chosen, having been predestined according to the plan of Him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of His will. Ephesians 1:11.
American Family Radio.
All right.
Missed it by that much.
And
one of my favorite shows of all time, Get Smart.
Get Smart. Who were the stars of that show?
Don Adams and...
Who was 99? Barbara Feldman?
Barbara Feldon.
Feldon, yeah,
Yep.
Agent 99, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And 86. I think Maxwell Smart.
Was it kind of a comedy based on James Bond character, wasn't it?
Yes, he was the un-Bond.
All right,
but he always got his guy.
Yeah, that's right. Missed it by that much.
What'd you believe?
you do. That's a good one. All right, Tim here with Ed and JJ. And thank you for listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. We are, I tell you what, that's... JJ's still missing in action over here.
I'm not sure.
So you know we're doing the show last hour?
He does. He knows.
Well, he goes into kitchens, and then he asks, why am I here? Remember that? Remember that?
Yes.
He self-confessed.
He's probably in the kitchen telling jokes.
With Dinah.
In the kitchen with Dinah.
All right, well, let's go.
Well, let me go ahead and give the number again for those wanting to call in and get on the program.
Go out there and tell JJ we're starting back.
It's 888-589-8840 is the number to. Here he comes.
All right, there he is.
All right, so I'm going to have to reset
JJ.
my questions, and then JJ can. And
we're doing Trivia Friday, JJ. Just catching you up, brother. Okay. You got stuck down the hall.
All right. I'm going to add a question. I've had one answered. First question: who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
Or Holler.
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Second question: what is a group of ferrets called?
Yep.
And then here I will add one. That's true, false. I'm gonna. All snakes lay eggs.
What?
Is that true or false? All snakes lay eggs. Is that true or false?
Like all dogs go to heaven.
Kind of.
All snakes lay eggs.
All
Is that
snakes.
true or false?
That was an old Disney cartoon.
Yeah.
Here's what I've got. First question from the Bible. Moses and Aaron had a sister. Name her. Second question. If you have conjunctivitis, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? If you have conjunctivitis, what's wrong with you? And did it leave a mark? Does it leave a mark? I mean, look, you can watch me playing basketball and you can tell that I've had conjunctivitis. Just watch me out there trying to play basketball.
So it affects whether you can jump or not?
Well, and let me add one. What's the capital of Belgium? What is the capital of Belgium?
All right, here are my three questions. What song would TV stations play to signal the end of the programming day? It's a baby boomer question for those of us who grew up in the 60s, 70s, probably 50s.
But even if you're not a baby boomer, this is important information.
It is.
This
part of
concludes,
American history. Right
this
here.
concludes the broadcast day of so-and-so station.
Yeah.
And
That's right. And then what happened?
And
That's
then
what I
what
wanna know.
happened? That's
Then what
right.
happened?
And the flag was in the background.
Or sometimes
some jets flying by.
Or sometimes it was an Indian. When I grew up in
On
New
a
England,
pattern.
it was
On some kind of a pattern.
Yep, an Indian.
I think you meant to say Native American.
What?
No,
now?
they actually like don't mind
convenience
Indian.
stores today.
Huh?
A lot of convenience stores are on.
Not that kind. No, I'm talking feather, not
What?
dot.
Huh?
I'm talking feather Indian, not dot Indian.
Oh, okay. Really? Y'all had that going on?
Yeah, in New England. Well,
JJ and I, we were Americans. we had,
Well, they had
we had the flag going on, but
But
anyway,
they did
let's
have that
stop right
pattern. In the morning when you started, they had some kind of like a pattern thing.
Yeah.
there. All right. So, what song would TV stations play in the '60s and '70s that would end end the the programming day? Number 2. What are the 3 ranges for male singers called? The 3 not home on the.
I was
no, it ain't home on the.
I was just this close,
and it's not an appliance. Okay, so what are the?
That's a shame you got to do us
I
like
know,
that.
I know. All right, fellas, we're
Keep us
reducing
from
it
going
down.
all willy nilly.
What are the 3 ranges for male singers called? And finally, what is Pillsbury Doughboy's real name? The Pillsbury Doughboy we all know and love.
I'm looking forward to this. I do not know the answer.
What is his real name?
And
Not
as
his
you
alien.
say that, everybody can see that finger sticking into his belly, going in there
Yep.
real far, and him letting the sweetest, adorable little giggle.
I'm assuming it was a he.
You can get in trouble nowadays doing that.
don't
I
know
did
with the
that.
Doughboy. Well, it's
I tried to
Doughboy.
do that to a cop the other day, and he
Punch
didn't
his
think it
belly?
was funny.
No,
yeah,
they don't,
you
they
can
don't
get your
go for
finger
that.
bit off in
They don't go for
Minneapolis.
that.
Trying.
Who's next, Ed?
All right, we go. What a bunch of wacky people on this show.
Yeah.
All right, we go to Tennessee, and Bill is on the line. Bill, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, you might as well add one more wacky person to the show.
Join us. Come on in here, Bill.
Come on in. Pull up a chair.
All right.
Where do you live in Tennessee, Bill?
Close to Martin, college home of Pat Head Summit.
Yeah.
UT Martin.
Now,
All
they
right.
were talking 14 to 21 inches for you guys. Thankfully, they missed it by a mile. You didn't get a whole lot of the brunt of that, did you, where you are?
No, but it was ice on top of snow. My wife and I finally got the driveway cleared off yesterday after we've been here a week.
Wow.
Nothing
Goodness.
put off the place.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 5 inches
Yeah.
of snow
Living
and
in
like
Boston
2
or
inches of
something.
ice.
Yeah.
All right, Bill. Hey, welcome. Glad you guys got the shoveling done. You want to ask, answer, or do both?
Oh, I'd love to do both.
Well, we like that
Yeah,
enthusiasm.
That's right, brother.
Which one you want to try to answer, Bill?
The one that's the mystery question.
Yes, sir. Here you go. The ant. No, wait. That was
See what
good.
he tried to do
no,
there?
no.
I
All
did.
right.
Tried to-
Yeah,
tried to
it
snow
didn't
us.
work, though. You guys are too smart for that. I'll take Tim's question about the male voices.
Okay, the question before us, which Bill is going to answer, hopefully. What are the 3 ranges for male singers?
Thanks for the vote of confidence,
Yes,
Tim.
no problem. That's why I'm here.
All right, we'll start off with the lowest.
Okay.
That's bass or basso profundo.
Wow.
And then we have the middle guys,
Yeah.
who are the baritones,
True. You got it.
and usually singing the melody. And then we got the high guys who never did quite reach maturity, the tenors.
That's a good one. Didn't reach maturity.
Oh, my word.
Oh, so you got it. Way to
All
go.
right.
Nicely done.
So
Nicely
we
done.
got tenors,
Where's the
baritones,
cowbell?
and bass, right? So 3. I think
Where's
with
the
ladies there's 4. I want to say there's 4 ranges. But
Well, I
have to
believe
look that
Bill.
up.
I believe Bill. Do women have 4 ranges?
I don't know. They get into the crazy names, and especially opera with the contralto and
Outro,
ultra
soprano.
and
So what was the first one? First one. No, I used
Contralto.
to do, yeah, I did that.
I'm rambling now.
When I was in 10th grade.
I'm an old guy. I get to babbling after a while.
Well, we have a dog.
Tim?
We feed our dog Alto.
Yeah, well, babbling.
You know, the
Oh, do
dog
you really?
food. Dog food.
But now
Alto.
babbling is a range.
That
You know,
is. It's a range.
It's a range.
Babbling.
Hey,
So anyway,
well, Bill, what's your question for us? Nicely done, by the way.
All right. Well, hey, JJ, you mentioned the family being without power and, how cold it was in the house. Now, you need to take lesson from some of our little coexisting creatures on the planet. bees end up and survive the winter, even though they're a cold-blooded animal, right? Insects aren't warm-blooded.
Yeah.
But they'll go ahead and do something in the winter to protect the queen and the larva and the majority of the hive. They cluster.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the temperature is in the center of that cluster when they're trying to stay warm in the winter?
You know what? Some bee has to be on the outside of the Just think about that life right there.
That's where they put the old bees.
How do you think of things like that? Somebody's on the outside layer.
Outside of the cluster.
With their little teeth chattering. Little bee teeth chattering. Little bee knees knocking.
Bee teeth.
I'm gonna say 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm gonna say 60. I'm just total guess.
So you got So you're telling me that when it's cold, Bill, that the bees gather together,
they huddle
in a community, and they look out for one another.
Right?
Are they flapping their wings right there?
No, they don't actually flap their wings because they don't really have room, but they do contract and relax their muscles, generating heat.
That's right.
I'm just going to be honest. I didn't know bees even had muscles.
They're all bunched in there together. Yes, little bee voices singing Kumbaya. Well, I'm going to go 82.
Are they tenor?
All right, I'll say 79. I don't know.
We're waiting on you, Ed.
I said 60.
Oh, 60, 79, and 82.
Okay, JJ was closest.
Wow.
They actually maintain that the center of that cluster where the queen is at about 94 degrees.
Wow.
94 degrees.
That's
regardless of how cold it is
high.
outside.
I'm getting rid of my space heater, and I'm going to get me a colony of bees.
Just let them cluster around you.
And us running from room to room to try to keep from getting stung. That generates some heat.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
all right.
That's high.
That's interesting information. Right
Hey,
there.
that was good. That's worth having the show on.
All right, brother Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it.
You're listening to Trivia Friday. We also call this
Learning University.
Learning University is on the air. We got 45 more minutes of education.
And we're going to go, what do you guys say we go to Mississippi?
Which is forthcoming.
It is. It's forthcoming.
Forthcoming.
Haywood is on the line. Haywood, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, good morning, professors. It's been over 8 weeks. Good to be here.
Haywood, welcome back. Welcome back, brother. Remind us where you live in Mississippi again.
Kosciuszko.
Oh, Kosciuszko, that's right.
Now, you guys didn't get the brunt of the ice storm, but what's it look like where you are?
They got rain.
Well, it's cold, but we did dodge the worst of it, and we're doing okay. It's just cold, but thank God we didn't have the power to go out, and everybody around us got hammered, but we did not.
Okay.
You must be living right.
That's what that is.
Well, hey, I
always get a kick out of people who pray for the weather.
Yeah.
I know I'm running a risk here, but people
you sure are.
People who pray for the weather, like, don't hit us, hit the Christians in Nashville.
Move that storm.
Lord, move that storm away and hit somebody else.
You know Nashville deserves it.
Sin City?
You know it's time for Memphis to pay the penalty of their wickedness.
All right. So you joined in with me right
no,
there.
actually, we have had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I don't pray for God to move a storm. I do pray for God to break it up and lessen its impact.
Yeah.
So, but that's just me. There are people praying, and Haywood's prayers got answered because it hit us.
Hey, Haywood, ask, answer, or do both, sir?
Well, I'd like to do both today.
Which one you want to answer?
The Bible question, Moses and Aaron's sister.
Moses and Aaron had a sister. Name her.
Miriam.
Yes, sir.
Miriam.
After they crossed that Red Sea, when the wall stood up and they went across on dry ground, Miriam got her timbrel out and sang and danced and shouted about. And there's a song from Miriam right there in the Bible.
Got her what out now?
Tambourine. Timbrel.
I dated a girl with that name in high school.
Timbrel or Miriam?
Moses.
What the second date was read.
I don't know what her parents were thinking, but
Hey, nicely done. Haywood, what's your question for us?
I don't know why I said that.
I don't either.
Okay, we'll keep it in the Bible. Okay, when
Yes,
the
sir.
children of Israel went to battle against the Amalekites, Moses held his hands up and they were victorious. Every time he dropped his hands, they would begin to lose. Two men, one on each side, held his hands up when he got tired. Who were those two men?
Boys, I believe it was Aaron and Hur.
And her?
Yep.
Or it might have been Ben and Hur.
That is correct.
That is correct. Way to go, JJ.
Yep.
High five.
Aaron,
I knew Aaron, but I
and
was going
Hur.
to say, but
Yeah.
it's her. Okay.
H-U-R.
H-U-R. Is that where the Ben-Hur movie?
I think her was just what you'd call a surname.
Okay, gotcha.
And so the writer of that novel just used it.
Gotcha.
Benjamin.
I've told this several times, but the little boy had the puppy, and the guy asked what the dog's name was, little puppy, and he said Ben Hur. He said, "Well, that's an interesting name. Did you name it yourself?" "Yes, sir." And he said, "How'd you come up with that name?" Said, "Well, I named him Ben, and then we found out it wasn't a boy."
Ben Hur.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday.
Thanks, Haywood.
Thank you, Haywood. God bless you. And we are happy that folks escaped the worst of that storm. We praise God in all circumstances and situations. So,
Way to recover, Ed.
well, I'm just trying
You
to.
recovered great.
Did you like that spiritual turn?
I did. You brought it back home.
Because I wasn't jealous of
No, you weren't.
Kosciuszko. No.
No, let's go back to the phones.
All right, let's go to Iowa.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Talk about somebody who just rolling their eyes when Mississippians talk about weather. Robert is on the line. Robert, welcome to Trivia Friday.
How are you doing today, gentlemen?
Hey, pretty good, Robert. Thanks for calling. Where do you live in Iowa?
It's Chilcoot, Iowa. If you look at the map, we're the farthest south on the east side. That little dot that comes down around the Des Moines River.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Well, listen, brother, thanks for calling. Good to hear from you there in great state of Iowa, the Hawkeye State. Do you want to ask, answer, or both?
I could do both, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, sir. Which one do you want to answer?
I think I'll do the one about the snake.
All right. Robert, all snakes lay eggs. Is that true or false?
I think it's false.
It is false. Around 30% give birth to live young.
Really?
Can you
Way
imagine?
to go, Robert.
Yeah, way to go, Robert.
How did you know that? How did you know that?
I just was guessing. I was thinking of the duck-billed platypus, the only mammal that lays eggs.
Yeah. Hey,
So you're saying a third of snakes
They give
have
birth to live
snakes.
young. Can you imagine your wife or anybody, and for that matter, seeing a bunch of little small snakes slithering around after
like
they
from
give
a
birth?
horror movie or something.
yeah. Hey, Robert, just a little tip. This is not Pinterest, but if you ever have a snake coming up on your patio, lock the deadbolt because you don't know what snakes are capable of.
Tim does. Knows exactly what they're capable of.
Hey, Robert, what's your question for us, sir?
That snake wouldn't move.
I got a movie question for you. It's a John Wayne movie.
All right.
And one of John Wayne's movies, a World War II movie, they mentioned Chilcoot. They're getting on a train in Chilcoot going to Des Moines, Iowa. It's a World War II movie.
A John Wayne World War II movie, okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, huh? Pilgrim. That's all I've got.
There's people that I do, and that's all. I got one line I can do. All right, so it's a World War.
Whoa! Back to the Future, Marty. That's all I got of that one.
All right, so okay, Robert, you're saying it's a World War II movie, and what
He gets on a train and he's headed to Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
From Chilcoot, Iowa. Where I'm from.
All right,
you know what?
I'm going to say
Jonathan Coker would know.
Oh,
he probably
sure would. Yeah,
I'm going to say Green Berets, but now these other guys may have a guess too. I'm going to say the Green Berets.
You know, I spent most of my time watching musicals, so I really didn't do a whole lot of
Wayne
sports movies or John Wayne movies.
Was that the one with Sergeant Carter?
Sergeant Carter
And John Wayne.
No, I don't think Sergeant Carter was in Green Berets.
I thought there was one.
That's Gomer Pyle.
My bad.
The one-off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got him confused.
He was singing soprano.
Okay. I just remember him saying Pyle. A lot.
All right, let's go with Ed.
Yeah.
We'll say Green Berets. Or the Sands of Iwo Jima, either one.
I'm going with that one.
Sands of Iwo Jima?
Yeah, I like that one.
Green Berets was a Vietnam movie.
Oh, Vietnam. Oh, I'm sorry.
You got it right. It's the Sands of Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Nicely done.
Thank you. High five me. I got that one. I came through for the team right there.
You mean after I mentioned it?
It doesn't even have the right war.
Well, I didn't even recognize the music for this show. What do you expect?
It's like a guy, running back runs all the way down the field and falls down at the one. And his substitute comes in and scores a touchdown. And then the paper next day.
It's a team effort, though, right?
Yeah, that's right. All right.
All right.
Is that it? We done here?
Yeah, Robert.
Thank you, brother.
sir. Appreciate it, and have a blessed weekend.
Stay warm in Iowa.
Are we going to do our questions now or after the break?
Let's do it after the break, where it will be fresh for people.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right, let's go to Louisiana, and Sheila is on the line. Sheila, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Sheila. We're doing great. How about yourself?
Hello. Good. I'm well. Thank you. Okay. So I want to answer the question about the song played after the program ended.
Okay. Yeah, it's a baby boomer question. Are you a baby boomer?
No, I asked my dad.
Okay.
Okay.
You went right for the old folks.
Good for you.
So, the question is, I'll get it right here real quick. It was what song would TV stations play in the 60s and 70s, maybe in the 50s? I don't know. I didn't watch TV in the 50s. I wasn't here. What song would TV stations play in the 60s and 70s to signal the end of the programming day, Sheila?
Is it the Star Spangled Banner?
Yes, it is.
Oh!
There's the mystery question.
Hey!
Wow. You got it right. Way to go.
Do you know what that cowbell means, Sheila?
Won yourself a book.
It was the mystery question.
Yes,
ma'am. It was.
You're a winner.
We're going to send you the...
what did my dad win?
Okay.
Well, he won
he'll like
100 Bible questions and answers on prophecy in the end times by Bert Harper and Alex McFarland.
That'd be a good
I
book
read
for
that
him.
book.
Oh, you read? Okay. Well, your dad won a ball cap then? We have some. Does he want a ball cap or the book?
I'll do the book.
All right, we'll send you the book.
Great. Because we may
did
not
get
have
that
any
book
ball
at-
caps
We
left.
did get that book at Sherathon. That's why a lot of people already have it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But I will say this, Sheila. It's good. It's a hardcover book. Looks very nice. You can wait and give that away at Christmas. You can re-gift it.
Well, what if he's listening? He might be listening.
Well, that's right.
There's a lot of what ifs in life.
That's
that
right.
we have to deal with.
Sheila is a thinking woman.
Yes, she is.
She's considering all options.
Sheila, what's your question for us? And make sure and stay on the line.
I will. I don't have a question, but I just wanted to tell you all that you all are the star in my life. Y'all led me to Jesus.
Wow.
So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Sheila. Thank you so much.
I've been listening for several years now to a lot of different programs, and y'all's got me activated. Y'all saved my life and changed my life.
Wow. Well, of course, all glory to God.
Amen.
Bless him.
That means so much to us.
He uses
Sheila.
AFA and AFR.
Amen.
And we share some of these stories during our share-a-thon that we have 2 times a year. And Sheila from Louisiana, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
As JJ, as you often say, Jesus Christ is a life changer.
He's a life changer.
Amen. Hey, Sheila, I'm going to put you on hold here in just a second, and Cindy Roberts will get your information. We'll get the book off to you. But can I just ask you, now we've got Share-a-thon coming up in April. We will open and encourage people to call in and give a listener testimony to what as to how God used AFR. I would just encourage you, and if you feel led to call in when we give that phone number out, and just share that testimony.
Yeah,
that'll be
amen.
a big encouragement to other people. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you made our
question for
day.
us?
Thank you, Sheila.
She asked it.
What's that?
No, she said she didn't have a question for us, but she just wanted to make
Thank
that
you,
statement.
Sheila. By the way, we're
nice.
about out of time for this hour, but the Star Spangled Banner, you guys remember this?
I do.
I do. Yeah.
So for everybody listening, probably, 50, 55 and under, you don't remember our 50
Well,
and
they
under.
can't imagine TV going off at midnight and only having 3 stations. Yeah.
But that was
This
it.
includes-
And then on Fridays and Saturdays, they would stay on, I guess, till midnight, maybe a little bit longer. But earlier in the week, I don't know that they all even stayed on the stations, at least where I was growing up, even to midnight.
Well, they go off after Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Johnny Carson usually on NBC came on at 10:30.
Yeah.
And was that an hour and a half?
An hour and a half.
So midnight to go off the air.
Ours went off at 8 because we didn't have that premium package. We just had the basic package.
I just remember on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, they'd have a Elvis movie bonanza, and I'd watch one or two of those.
They'd have the late show.
The late show. That's what I'm talking about.
The movie.
It was usually Viva Las Vegas or.
While we're going down memory lane, the good old cartoons on Saturday morning while you're eating a bowl of cereal with about a half inch of sugar, a slush in the bottom, and then westerns. So you had cartoons
and Tarzan
and westerns and Tarzan.
With the rhinoceros, it was as big as a house.
What would Tarzan?
Tarzan had a cold that day, but it was. Now I need Carol Burnett on here doing it, right?
That's exactly right.
The Tarzan's Saturday afternoon.
That's right. Yeah. Good stuff.
All right, we'll be back.
Thank you, Johnny Quest and Haji, for showing up.
and the Bandit.
And the Pink Panther.
Pink Panther cartoon.
Hey, boo-boo. All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll reset our questions.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
Do you know the largest unpaid and untrained workforce in America? It's not in a factory or an office. It's the 65 million family caregivers. And if that is you, I understand the journey you're on.
Peter Rosenberger has been a caregiver for 4 decades. He's the host for Hope for the Caregiver, Saturday mornings at 7 Central on AFR.
This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. Local officials in Minnesota are pushing back against the Trump administration's claims that they made concessions to Border Czar Tom Homan about immigration enforcement. Kevin Cork in Minneapolis explains what Attorney General Keith Ellison said about it.
He says this: I did not negotiate with Mr. Homan, come to any agreement, or offer any compromise on the goal of keeping Minnesotans safe. And it's not just Ellison. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry is warning other cities when it comes to fighting ICE enforcement to not sit this one out. Meantime, the family of Alex Preddy insists that despite new video showing him violently confronting law enforcement days before he was fatally shot, that his death was not justified. Even as President Trump on Truth Social is calling Preddy a, quote, agitator and perhaps insurrectionist.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz announcing he will not be running for an elected office again amid an investigation into fraud involving social services in the state. The governor says his administration has been fighting the issue for years, but FBI Director Kash Patel says he believes the governor was aware of what was happening.
A fraud of this size, there should be state and local authorities alerting the FBI early on and participating in our investigation. We went up there and did it with the federal authorities and the DOJ, and we've continued to ask those in Minnesota and around the country of any information on this to let us know, because this investigation's not over.
President Trump is considering military action against Iran as questions remain about the nuclear talks between the two countries.
Today, the Iranian foreign minister did say that the country was open to new nuclear talks, but at the same time, he said they were not going to discuss their missile program and they were not going to discuss their allies in the region. And those are two things that President Trump and the administration have said are essential, that Iran cannot continue supporting its proxies like Hamas, Hezbollah and the Houthis, and it must get rid of the missile program. And that means that we are still in a standoff, and for now there are no meetings between the two countries set up. And meanwhile, inside Iran, there is still this near total internet blackout, and the death toll, though hard to still measure, is thought to be in the tens of thousands. Many people there now hoping that the US will come to support them and that perhaps this might be the end of the regime. And US forces are in the region. They are there in a big way.
That's Benjamin Hall reporting. A nor'easter bomb cyclone is expected to blast the Carolinas with heavy snow and coastal flooding this weekend. Mike Seidel has the latest from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina.
Here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, they're bracing for near blizzard conditions Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Winds could gust up to 60 miles an hour as this coastal low bombs out as it heads off the East Coast and out to sea. That keeps the snow away from D.C., Philly, and New York City. But here on the Outer Banks, we're looking for as much as 8+ inches of snow along with those strong winds. There could be some minor structural damage, but the other concern, high tide Sunday morning. Because of the full moon on Sunday, tides could be running 2 to 4 feet above normally high ground, and that could cause some overwash here in eastern North Carolina. Fox Weather has you covered all weekend. In Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, I'm meteorologist Mike Seidel, Fox Weather.
It's a good idea to hang on to your emergency supplies for the next storm.
The recent winter storm has been devastating to many who lost electricity and shivered in the cold. Icy roads also created all sorts of travel issues. Some people fared much better than others and did not get much ice, and as a result, their power stayed on. If you bought a generator and other emergency items, hang on to them. It's also a good reminder to review your items to see what you could be lacking. FEMA urges you to keep emergency kits in a place accessible to the entire family. Retired Emergency Preparedness Director James Judge.
What have you done to get ready? Have you gotten a preparedness plan? Have you discussed it with your family? Do you need to evacuate? If you need to evacuate, where you're going to go, have a plan. Stay informed, get a kit, because all of those things are vital to maintaining your safety.
In addition to an emergency kit, it is also a good idea to make a checklist of needed items and actions to take. So when another storm threatens, you know what to do. Just remember where you put the list. It's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. I'm Robert Thornton.
At 4 minutes past the hour, the S&P 500 down 0.2%, the Dow down 111 points, and the Nasdaq Composite down 0.2%. I'm Rusty Pugh.
The American Family Association's mission is to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. Our goal is to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. We stand on the biblical truth that all human beings, including the unborn, are created in the image of God and are endowed by Him with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Thank you for standing with the American Family Association.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
Back, everybody, to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. I'm Tim with Ed and JJ. Thanks for listening to AFR. We're here every Friday with our trivia show. We also call this Learning University. Learning University's on the air. We're going to have some new T-shirts for you people. Not too long.
You people.
Not too long from now. We got them in. I signed off on the design yesterday.
Oh, okay. Good.
So it should be forthcoming in the next
So that
month
wasn't just a mirage. That's something that really was happening.
It really was.
We've been saying it for a couple of years.
Yeah,
We're going to get new
but
T-shirts.
I've been waiting on the people to do it.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and repeat our questions before we go back to the phones.
Okay.
Brent, we got an email, something about the...
Yes, we got an email, our comments at afr.net. And Pat wrote in to say that when TV stations would shut down at midnight, they would also play, after the national anthem, they would also recite a poem called High Flight. That was a tribute to our military.
Yeah, I remember that now. I remember that now because you would have the Air Force jet. They would show the Air Force jet sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was, at the end of the day, the American flag, the Star Spangled Banner, and that.
Those were the days. I miss minimum wage at $1.60 an hour. I don't know about. I can't speak
How about
for
gas
everybody.
at 75 cents a gallon?
Boy,
that'd be nice.
Going to
There
the
you go.
movies was 75 cents. At least when I remember.
A dime made a phone call for a while.
Oh, look, in a phone booth, one
phone
on every
booth.
corner. And if you got in a jam,
we had it made.
That seems a little bit vulnerable now. If you're in a little glass house and you're on the corner,
No,
you
you're
know,
dead.
nothing to worry about in Atlanta or Memphis. I'm in this little glass house on
You're
a
going to get
corner.
phone booth jacked right there.
Phone booth jacked.
Huh? If it were today. All right, let's
there's a
repeat our
drive-by
question.
opportunity for me. It's all lit up.
Look, they're already trapped.
Can't run. All right, I got 2 questions remaining.
That was kind of dark. I apologize for my 2 coworkers.
Okay.
Oh,
Not for
I
me.
don't mind dark humor. I'm sometimes
Better than praying the storm to the next county.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I always say.
All right, I have 2 questions remaining. Number 1, who wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow? And then second question, what is a group of ferrets called? That's what I've got left.
Here's what I've got. If you have conjunctivitis, and I'm telling you, most people have had that. Oh, it's just horrible. I mean, it's just something.
I don't remember a lot of my parts of speech.
You
sometimes you'd have, nouns, pronouns, conjunctivitis.
That's exactly right. If you have had conjunctivitis, what's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Right, and it's going to affect your
not limited to
GPA.
conjunctivitis,
It
I
will
assure you.
affect your credit score. You're not going to be the same after if you've had it once.
How you walk?
Yeah, how you walk, how you talk. You're not able to chew gum and walk at the same time. A lot of.
That's what causes it. when you
Second
can't.
question: what is the capital of Belgium? What is the capital of Belgium? And unlike Tim Wildman, I'm not stingy with mine. I'm going to add another one.
You got another one, brother.
20 minutes left. What is the chemical symbol for the element magnesium on the, I struggle with this word, periodic table? What is the element magnesium?
That's so
What's
easy.
the symbol for
Periodic-
magnesium?
Periodic table of elements.
Periodic table.
And it's not MAG, right? Or is it? Or maybe not. Maybe something else. I don't know.
You
I was
should
thinking-
have
I'm
been
just
sure of
trying to
that before
remember.
you said it.
I had that table memorized for a couple of years.
You almost have it memorized now.
The table of contents.
Yes.
The table of contents.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
A different
that's
table,
What it
but-
was. Hey, what's your
Table of
What are your
contents.
questions, Dean of London University? Or are you giving you more answers
Okay.
away?
Are y'all ready for me?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
we hope so.
Okay, I want to know who wrote The Legend of Butcher Holler.
Butcher Holler.
I killed myself right there on that one.
It was the Headless Horseman.
Who wrote The Legend of Butcher Holler?
Butcher Holler.
Okay. No,
Hey,
I got
Bubba,
one.
watch this.
I got one question. Do you even know what I'm talking about, Ed?
Butcher
Do you know-
Holler?
do you even know what that is?
I know what a holler is, yeah. It's a hollow.
Butcher. You don't know that?
Butcher?
Do you, JJ?
No, sir. I just laughed because it
You know
sounded
it, Brent?
funny.
Butcher Holler. I thought you were just making fun of the legend of
Sleepy
Sleepy
Hollow.
Hollow.
That's what I thought you were doing.
Well, explain. I want to know.
Yeah.
You know, I share your heart.
I
Legend
want to
of-
know.
Wasn't it Loretta Lynn?
The Legend of Butcher Holler?
Wasn't she from Butcher Holler?
I don't know.
Well,
Look it
Brent,
up,
you're
Brent.
going to
Brent.
look it up.
I know she had a colorful coat.
I was
Her
born a
and
coal
Joseph.
miner's daughter, and then she talks about Butcher Holler.
Oh, okay.
Am I right?
I do not know. We're going to
Look it
find
up.
out.
All right. Well, anyway, here's my real question. Am I
Yeah,
right about
Brent
that?
says,
Yeah, you don't miss songs.
I'm in awe
Yeah.
now.
The
I'm
lyric,
in awe that you came up with that.
Brent, what does it say?
music Rolodex.
Butcher Hollow, Kentucky.
Okay, and
That's where she's born.
It's a real
but
place.
the song is she was born a coal miner's daughter. This is
Yes.
Loretta Lynn, the queen of country music,
Right.
and she talks about being born in Butcher Holler.
I did not know
Yep.
that. Again, I'm in awe.
And you got to
of
say
your
holler
musical.
if you're
So I
West
thought everybody
Virginia,
knew that. That's why I
Kentucky.
thought the joke was funny.
Yeah,
I
You
thought,
got-
you were making a comment about Legend of
I
Sleepy
did
Hollow.
too. I thought you were just spinning off of that.
When you said my question is who wrote the Legend of Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah,
Then I thought I'll ask who wrote the
Legend of Butcher Holler.
right. I thought
There
it'd be
you go.
funny, but y'all just gave me a nervous look. And a nervous laugh.
What a nervous look.
Yeah.
We've all messed up.
A little chuckle. You gave me a little friendly chuckle.
Yeah, friendly chuckle.
Yes,
But
that's
you didn't know
right.
what I was talking
Courtesy
about.
chuckle.
Courtesy.
All right, here's my real question. What is Pillsbury Donuts? Man, see what I get? Karma. Karma it came back to me, didn't it? Like a boomerang.
It did.
What is Pillsbury Doughboy's real name?
That's not a.
Got to jump in
That's
here.
not a boomerang.
So the
It's a
scientist, had a.
Yeah.
He was able to cross a boomerang and a snake, and his colleague, his coworker, said, "I don't have a good feeling about this. This is going to come back to bite you."
How do you have a boomerang joke?
Boomerang and a snake.
In that Rolodex, there are 1,000
Talk about
of them, man.
Rolodexes.
It's flipping all the time. fine joke. Fine joke.
Boomerang.
All right, who's up next?
Oh, are you done?
That's the only question I got. I'm saving my other next week. I worked too hard on
And
this
I
question.
turn to the jury and say, "I rest my case."
We go to Arkansas.
Somebody answers what is the Pillsbury Doughboy's real name? Then I'll fire off another.
You can't even get that name right.
Maybe not. You might say, we only got 15 minutes left. You and Ed carry it. I'm not. My questions are too precious. I'm not flinging them around in every direction.
Who's next, Ed?
All right, we go to Arkansas. Tony's on the line. Big Tony is on the line. Tony, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello, guys.
Hey, Tony. Where do you live in Arkansas?
I live in Fort Smith.
Yes, sir. Practically in Oklahoma.
All right.
Yeah, you can throw a rock from my house and hit it.
Yeah, that's what Sarah Palin said about Russia.
All right. Hey, Tony, you want to ask, answer, or do both, sir?
I'll try to do both. The one thing I've learned about this show is while you're sitting and waiting, a lot of the answers you have get answered.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's you can blame that on who is that guy who said those rules? I just drew a blank.
Yeah.
Murphy. You can those laws.
Oh, Murphy's Law.
Yeah, you can blame Murphy for that.
If anything
Tony.
can go wrong, it will, or something like that.
Something like that.
Yep. You know, when you were starting the show off, you were talking about memories and people losing their memories.
I can't remember, but I'll take your word for it.
I always tell everybody, I got a saying I always tell everybody, and I tell them that I've got a real good memory, but my forgetter's better.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I like
that
it.
is good.
Get her better.
All right. Which
All right,
question you
yeah.
want to try to answer, Tony? Anything remaining that you take a shot at?
I'll do the conjunctivitis thing.
All right. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. Here's the question. If you have conjunctivitis, what's wrong with you, Tony? Big Tony?
You're an antique collector. No,
Nice.
just kidding.
I like that.
I was about to say, man, I can't believe you're so far off. But I was trying to think. I was going to say, good try. No, that really wasn't a good try. All right,
It's
that's
an
out.
eye infection.
Yeah.
Pink eye, boys and girls. That's right. Tony's right.
Yeah,
it's
Tony.
It's a fancy name. It's the real name for pink eye.
Really?
Yeah. So we all had that when we were a kid.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, pink eye. We called it pink eye.
That's right, Tony. What's your question for us?
Can you imagine people in Mississippi trying to pronounce that word back in the 60s? Huh?
That's why they changed it to pink eye.
I got conjunctivitis.
It was a Magnolia State. They led the way. We ain't gonna try to pronounce that again. I wound up getting drool on my chin. Let's just call it pink eye.
Oh man.
And it is, I will say this, Tony, it is nasty when you get pink eye. Your eye gets all matted and
very contagious.
Yeah, very contagious.
Hey, Tony, great job. What's your question for us?
All right, it's a puzzle, so you have to listen really close. If you have two Indians standing in the woods, one is the father of the other one's son. Who's the other Indian?
All right, two Indians standing in the woods.
Yeah.
One is the father of the other one's son. So you got a grandfather, you got a dad, and you got a son. And who's the other Indian? I think he's going to be the brother of the other son. Or he might be the son. Say it one more time for us, Tony.
Two Indians standing in the woods. One is the father of the other one's son. Who's the other Indian?
You know.
Oh, it's going to be a grandfather and a son because it's both true.
You're going to flip out when I tell you, but it's the mother.
I'm sorry. Were you talking to us? I'm sorry. Wait a second.
That's one of the best answers I've ever heard. Oh my goodness!
I'm starting to hear drum beats in my ears.
Yeah.
One is the father of the other one's son. I still don't get it.
How's the female get in here?
I'm going to have to draw this out on paper.
Yeah, we're going to need to graph it.
Well, one of the Indians is the father of the other Indian's son.
Yeah.
So it's the father and the mother.
The father and the mother standing there.
Okay.
But you don't think you're thinking three guys or two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, hey,
When
my
you say
husband's
Indians,
here.
you don't think of a woman.
No, yeah.
Well, and
squaw.
the second verse of that is that I'm my own grandpa, my own Indian grandpa.
But when an Indian leaves Denver at 70 miles an hour, you kind of wonder what's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah. How long does it take to meet the squaw coming from Oklahoma City, traveling west?
Yeah.
Oh my word!
And when does that become the fault of the white man? That's what I want to know.
Oh my!
Pretty
word.
early in the story, I think.
We're circling the drain, boys. Tony, great job. Try to stay warm and safe this weekend. God bless you, buddy. Oh my word! I should get combat pay.
All right.
So you telling me nobody knows the Pillsbury Doughboy's real name?
What are you trying to cut your time short on?
Well,
this
I'm trying
show?
to get it answered.
I
If
don't
you
know.
didn't get
That's
an answer, you're going to have to
question.
totally waste another question.
Okay.
Just fling it out there into the osmos.
Void.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, let's go to Texas. Back to Texas, and Dave is on the line. Dave, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Thank you very much. You guys, honestly, are funnier than Nate Bargatze or Johnny W.
Thank you for your honesty.
I don't know.
Dave.
Nate is pretty funny. I'm not sure who the other guy is.
That I'm aware of.
He is hilarious.
I would like to meet him. So if anybody out there, if you're second cousin twice removed,
he's got a movie coming out in March.
I want to meet Nate. Funny guy, and good clean comedy too. Hey, thanks for your compliment,
definitely.
Dave. Ask, answer, or do both, sir.
Well, I'd like to do both, and just to make somebody feel better, I'll do the Pillsbury Doughboy.
There we go.
All right.
Who are you talking about when you say make someone feel better?
This is Dave, right?
Yes, Dave.
All right, Dave, brother Dave. What is the answer to the question? What is Pillsbury Doughboy's real name?
Well, I think it's Poppin' Fresh.
Poppin' Fresh.
Oh,
Fresh.
I didn't know that.
Fresh.
There you
I didn't
go.
know that.
You did know that.
It all
Poppin'
came back
Fresh.
to me.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to take about 2 minutes, but I need to read this. Okay?
Please.
Oh, sure.
Y'all,
No,
I haven't even asked y'all about this or told you about it. You don't even know what I'm going to do, right?
Okay, I
We
don't.
do not.
But I
do
think
not.
we need to pay our respects. Dave,
Yes.
you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Please join me in remembering a great icon of the entertainment community. The Pillsbury Doughboy died yesterday of a yeast infection. And
Here we go.
and trauma complications from repeatedly being poked in the belly. He was 71. Doughboy was buried in a lightly greased coffin. Dozens of celebrities turned out to pay their respects, including Miss Butterworth, Hungry Jack, the California Raisins. Betty Crocker was there. The hostess Twinkie sang, and Captain Crunch made an appearance. The gravesite was piled high with flowers. Aunt Jemima delivered the eulogy and lovingly described Doughboy as a man who never knew how much he was needed. Doughboy rose quickly in the show business.
Oh, man.
But his later life was filled with turnovers. He was not considered a very smart cookie, wasting much of his dough on half-baked schemes. Despite being a little flaky at times, he still was a crusty old man and was considered he was considered a positive role model for millions. And finally, Doughboy is survived by his wife, Plato, 3 children, John Doe, Jane Doe, and Dosey Doe. Plus they had one in the oven. He is survived by his elderly father, Pop-Tart. The funeral was held at 3:50 for about 20 minutes. I've been waiting to use this.
That was worth the price of admission right
Oh,
there.
man. I didn't write that. I
Dave,
found
you still
that.
there?
So anyway, there you go.
Yes, sir. That was funny.
Yeah,
That was
sorry.
funny.
You don't
it
have to
took
be
so long.
polite, Dave. Don't apologize.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
All right, Dave.
What's your question for
I got
us?
a question for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's who said it in the Bible? And I'll give you 5 possibilities. Was it Amos, Balaam, David, Isaiah, or Elymas the sorcerer that said, God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Hath he said it, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Who said that? Amos, Balaam, David, Isaiah, or Elymas the sorcerer?
All right, we're going to talk amongst ourselves here, David, and we might all give separate answers.
I think it's Balaam.
I'm going to go with Amos, just because I'm not sure. Balaam was like my second famous Amos, who also was on his way.
He was on
Pillsbury
his way there.
Poppin'
That's
Freshes. Why don't you guess different unless you know it?
It seems like that was said more than once. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Do you, JJ?
I've read it several times, and it seems like when I read it, I thought this was, well, it's kind of like when sometimes you'll see something famous in the Bible, and you go, oh, that was actually one of Job's friends that said that.
Yeah.
And here we quote it so often, but I'm just going to go with Balaam.
So we got two guesses, Balaam and Amos. Either one of us close here, Dave?
Yep. It was Balaam.
Balaam. Good on JJ.
Well,
it was me too.
It was a loose.
I got in on that.
It was a loose guess, but oddly enough, you'll be reading something that we quote routinely, and you go, "Oh, that had to be Jeremiah or Isaiah," and you go, "Wait, that was one of Solomon's quote unquote friend. I mean, Job's quote unquote friend." So that was one of those. I remember it kind of jumped off the page. That you thought it was going to be like a major prophet.
He's not really one of the
not
good
really
guys.
A hero.
Yeah.
He kind of was and kind of wasn't.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for being in the Word, Dave. It's early in the year. Those of you that said, I'm going to read my Bible every day or going to read my Bible through, it's easy to get a few days behind. We all do it. Don't give up. Get back up. Dust yourself off. Start over.
Or pick up where you're supposed to be. And
get in the Word and allow the Word to get in you. It really is life-changing.
Amen.
And it doesn't return void. Whatever God sends it out to do, He absolutely promises it will accomplish what He sent it to do: convict, inspire, bring hope. I mean, there's just no other book like the Bible.
That's what Balaam said, wasn't it?
I think that's his donkey said that. Yeah, he has some good words as well.
Hey, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. We go next to Iowa, and Debbie is on the line. Debbie, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Yes, hello.
Hello, Debbie.
Hello.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
We sure can.
Yes, I'm here. Good.
You want to ask, answer?
Well, thank you for. I was going to answer. I was going to tell you, thank you for all the laughs you give us on a Friday. That's great.
All right.
We enjoy it.
Thank you for listening.
Debbie, laughter is good medicine. That Balaam's donkey said that. He and Job's friend, where they were talking, and said, "Boy, that laughter, that is good medicine."
The Pillsbury Doughboy.
He was in on that conversation.
He reiterated that.
Yeah.
Along the way.
All right. So, Debbie, did you say you want to ask, answer, or both? I think we talked over you there.
Well, that's all right. I was going to answer the conjunctivitis because most people get those confused, and it's a teacher's worst nightmare.
Ooh.
But that pink eye is terrible stuff, and if those kids can't remember their conjunctions, it gives them conjunctivitis.
I see what you did there, Debbie.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
But I will answer the Legend of Sleepy Hollow question.
All right, here's the question.
Hey, by the way, Debbie, did you know the Butcher Holler reference?
No, I don't. I grew up in Michigan.
Okay, well,
I don't know. Didn't know that.
I think Loretta Lynn was popular there too. But,
That's all right, Debbie. I didn't know the answer. I didn't know it either.
No, we didn't know.
All right, who wrote The Legend of
But
Sleepy
that's
Hollow?
okay.
Debbie, I think you know.
Well, yes, as a teacher, I probably had gone over that book a few times. Washington Irving, and I do have that little book.
all right,
It is.
way to go.
I first saw it it was great.
I thought he was an NBA basketball player.
That's Dr.
You're thinking about
Dr.
Irving
J.
Washington,
Irving.
not Washington Irving. It was Irving Washington. All right.
He could dunk. One of them could dunk. I don't know
Yeah.
which one, but they.
He dunked on the Doughboy. I know that. you can watch that on YouTube.
Well, thank you for being an educator,
Amen.
Debbie. Thank
Yeah.
you for listening
What's
to
your
AFR.
question for us? Or
Do you have?
I was just going to see if you could name 5. There's many conjunctions, but if you could name just 5 of them, but we don't have to.
I'm going to start. You got petticoat conjunction, so I've done my part. What about you guys? Bring it.
Okay. I don't think I can name all. Okay, so and, but, or, good grief. I can't.
Good grief's not one.
No,
Yeah.
good
Keep trying.
and but or you're doing good, aren't you?
Yeah, you.
Well,
roll.
apparently I'm
On a roll.
3 out of
Did there,
5.
He was an editor at a newspaper.
What are they,
Tim,
Debbie?
you were
Tell
a
us what they
sports
are.
editor.
The 5 conjunctions.
Go.
So maybe you could study more, and yet you could get the answer later. So and yet,
Yes.
Yeah.
and but or nor for yet. So
Okay.
Oh, I like
Wait,
it.
I didn't
So
miss
and
that.
yet.
What now?
She gave us the answer so and yet.
With the other 2.
Okay, so what are the 5? Repeat them.
Go ahead, Debbie.
that's about 6. And but or nor for yet.
Nor.
So
You don't hear nor very
that's about
often.
6 of them.
Yeah, you were slurring those. That's why I couldn't pick them up, Debbie.
Hey, we got to let you loose because we got to give the answers to our questions.
Thank you, Debbie.
right.
Thank you, dear.
God
Thank
bless you. Have a
Yes.
great day.
All right, a group of ferrets is called a business. It's a form of busyness.
Giving them the business.
Giving them the business.
Capital of Belgium, boys.
I don't know.
Waffle.
Brussels, and I was
Brussels.
there last summer
Brussels,
eating
Belgium.
a waffle.
Huh.
What is the chemical symbol for magnesium?
I think it's ME.
Mg.
MG.
Yeah.
You like the car.
Yeah, that's why they made the car, because it's mostly magnesium.
All right. And if you'll buy that,
If you'll
All right,
buy that, we got $9 billion
right.
for you in Minneapolis.
all right.
Got to go get it.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for listening to American Family Radio. By the way, we have a lot of these shows posted on our AFR site, American Family Radio. We'll see you Monday.